Have you ever walked into your home and felt a strange heaviness, as if the air were denser and harder to breathe? Have you noticed that no matter how much you clean and organize your space, the feeling of discomfort remains? This happens because, often, it's not the physical dirt that bothers you, but the energetic dirt. And the question remains, what to do if your home is filled with negative energy? The truth is that every home has its own energy. Every conversation, every thought, every emotion experienced within it leaves invisible marks that permeate the walls, objects, and air. An intense argument, a moment of pain, envious visitors, or even objects inherited from someone who has suffered greatly can alter the vibration of a space. And when this negative energy accumulates, the home ceases to be a refuge and becomes a burden. But have you ever noticed this in your own home? How many times have you arrived home from work tired, hoping to rest, but instead felt even more exhausted at home? How many times have you woken up in the middle of the night with strange sensations, unexplained chills, or even heavy dreams that keep you from resting? This may not just be a product of your mind, it could be a direct reflection of the negative energy present in your environment. And don't think this only affects your sleep. Heavy energies also manifest in relationships. Small arguments begin to escalate into larger fights. Patience wanes, the atmosphere becomes tense, and there always seems to be a reason for conflict. Has this ever happened in your home? It's as if an invisible force fuels discord, draining the love and harmony that should inhabit the home. Another important point is that negative energy can also block the paths to prosperity. When your home is cluttered, it seems like nothing is flowing. Projects stall, opportunities don't arrive, money slips through your fingers, and life enters a cycle of stagnation. Have you ever felt that your life outside your home is better than inside? This is one of the clearest signs that your environment needs purification. Animals and plants also perceive this energy. How many times have you seen your dog barking at nothing, or your cat avoiding certain rooms, or even plants that wilt for no reason despite all the care you take? These are clear signs that something unseen is circulating within the environment and needs urgent attention. And perhaps most unsettling of all is the constant sensation of presence. Being alone at home and feeling like you're not there. Feeling invisible gazes, sudden chills, quick shadows passing through the corners of your eyes. Have you ever experienced this? Many people prefer to ignore it, but spirituality teaches that the invisible always gives signs before manifesting itself more strongly. But what should you do if your home is filled with negative energy? How can you cleanse, purify, and protect your home so it can once again be a space of peace, rest, and harmony? This is a question so many people ask, but few truly know how to answer. The good news is that there are simple, ancient, and powerful practices that can completely transform the energy of a space. From the use of sacred herbs to the power of prayer, purification rituals with water and salt, and even the spiritual reprogramming of a space with music, light, and positive intentions. All of this is possible and accessible to those who seek it. Now, take a deep breath and think. Does the energy in your home today reflect who you truly are, or is it carrying invisible burdens that no longer belong to you? This reflection is the first step toward change, and that's exactly what we'll continue talking about. In the next part, you'll find out the most effective practices to cleanse and purify your home when it is charged with negative energy. The first step in dealing with a loaded house is to do a physical cleaning. It seems simple, but it's essential. Broken objects, clothes stored for years without use, accumulated papers and furniture that no longer serves a purpose accumulate stagnant energy. The more clutter, the heavier the vibration of the environment. Letting go of what no longer serves you makes room for the new to enter. Have you noticed how the energy changes when you organize and clean your home? This happens because physical order directly influences the spiritual realm. After physical cleansing comes energy purification. One of the oldest and most powerful methods is the use of sal grosso. Place small glass cups filled with water and coarse salt in the corners of your rooms. The salt acts as a filter, sucking out negativity. Change it weekly and dispose of the water down a drain, never in the garden. Many people report that after a few days, the water becomes cloudy or the salt hardens, a clear sign that it has absorbed heavy energies. Another ancient resource is smoking with herbs light, a natural incense of rue, rosemary, sage or myrrh, and move it through every space in your home, letting the smoke touch corners, doors and windows. As you do this, say a prayer or declare out loud, "May all negative energy be dispelled, may only light remain in this home." The smoke not only purifies but also raises the vibration of the environment, creating an invisible mantle of protection. Power of water is also essential. Prepare a mixture of water with a few drops of lavender essence or basil leaves and spray it in the corners of the house. Water carries the power of purification, while lavender and basil attract peace and prosperity. This simple act transforms the atmosphere of the room almost immediately. Another powerful practice is prayer of protection. Gather the family, if possible, and pray aloud, consecrating the home to divine light. Psalm 91 is one of the most commonly used prayers for this purpose, but the most important thing is to speak with sincerity. You can say, "May this home be blessed. May every shadow be driven away. May only energies of love and peace dwell here." Words are powerful, and when combined with faith, they create true walls of spiritual protection. Protective plants are also essential allies. Snake plant, rue, sweet basil and basil are known to absorb and repel negative energy. Place them near the entrance or in areas where you feel the heaviest. These plants are silent guardians, capable of balancing the environment and restoring vitality to the home. Another powerful technique is use of light. Open windows, let the sun in, let the air circulate. Darkness is the favorite place for heavy energies. When light enters, it breaks the density, expels stagnation, and invites life to flow again. You can also light white candles in safe places, asking that their flames symbolize the presence of spiritual light within the home. And don't underestimate the power of sound. Play soft music, mantras, and spiritual chants. Sound creates waves that permeate the space and dissolve heavy energies. How many times have you noticed how music completely changes the atmosphere? This doesn't happen by chance. Sound is one of the greatest purification tools we have. These practices, when performed consistently, transform not only the energy of the home, but also the lives of its residents. Because the home is not just a physical space, it is a reflection of the soul of those who live there. After cleaning and purifying your home, the next step is to create a spiritual protection. Shield cleaning removes the weight, but it is protection that prevents it from returning. And the first form of protection is power of daily intention. Every morning when you wake up, say a simple prayer and declare, "This house is blessed, this house is protected. Nothing negative can remain here." Saying this out loud every day is like building an invisible wall against any opposing energy. Another powerful practice, icicle of coarse salt. Sprinkle some salt on the door and window frames, ensuring that no negative vibrations can cross that threshold. Salt, in this case, acts as a spiritual boundary, separating what belongs in your home from what shouldn't enter. Do this especially after visits from people you notice. Make the space heavy. Use of protective symbols. It also strengthens the energy of the home. An open Bible on Psalm 91, a crucifix, a rosary, a horseshoe on the door, an evil eye, or even crystals like black tourmaline and white quartz can be placed in strategic locations. These objects act as spiritual anchors that vibrate constant protection, repelling everything that is not light. Another very powerful ritual is that of fluidified water. Place a glass of water on the table. Say a prayer asking for it to be blessed, and then sprinkle the water in the corners of the house. This simple gesture brings a renewing energy, creating a layer of light in the room. You can repeat it whenever you feel the space is getting heavy. Let's not forget power of fire, and candle. A lit candle in a safe place represents the presence of spiritual light within the home. Whenever you feel the need, light a white candle and pray that the flame may illuminate every corner of the home, dispelling any shadows. It's as if the fire creates a spiritual beacon, impossible to be extinguished by darkness. Sound also protects. Play mantras, soft music, or recorded prayers. The sound vibrates the environment and prevents density from returning. Chants of faith have the ability to open portals of light and close the gaps through which negativity enters. Another strategy is to reinforce house entrance, as it is through this that energies first arrive. Place a protective plant near the door, such as snake plant or rue, and always keep the entrance well lit and clean. If possible, keep an object of faith in this space, such as an image, crystal, or spiritual symbol. This way, whoever enters will be welcomed by the vibration of light. And perhaps most importantly, take care of residents' energy. There's no point in purifying and shielding your home if anger, constant arguments, hurt, or harsh words still linger within. The energy of a home is shaped daily by the actions of those who live there. Cultivating respect, gratitude, and love is the most powerful way to keep your space protected. Because in the end, the true shield isn't just in the herbs, candles, or salt. It's in what you and your family vibrate with every day. A home where there is faith, peace, and unity becomes untouchable to any opposing energy.